I just got back from court where I successfully fought a parking ticket, and I wanted to pass along the story of it because I think it's kind of a really revealing anecdote. And the moral of the story is I think that if you have the resources to, you should fight your speeding tickets. So a couple of months back, I got a speeding ticket in the mail, and I noticed that even though the speeding ticket said the local county where we live, the return address and where I was told to mail my check to pay the speeding ticket is actually a private vendor, Ultimate, in Philadelphia. It said if you want to contest the ticket and request a hearing, you have to sign this coupon and send it back not to the local county, to that private vendor. So that private vendor, private company that gets a cut of every ticket that they send out is the one who is responsible for determining whether or not you've requested a hearing. This is pretty common, it turns out. All throughout Virginia, this company has set up speed cameras for local governments. The local governments get some substantial revenue from them, so they love them. The private company gets their initial fee to install the cameras, monthly operating costs up front out of every ticket paid, and then a percentage of every ticket that they send out after their initial monthly operating costs are fully paid off. So they have a huge financial incentive to send these things out. And they don't have any incentive to actually recognize that you've sent in a request for a hearing. I had to call 3 or 4 times to this private company and say, where is the notice of my court date? I sent in a request for a court date. A few weeks later, I got a notice in the mail saying, you're delinquent, you haven't paid in time. If you don't pay by this date, a couple of weeks, it was a month from now, we'll refer you to collections. So this private company has sent me a ticket. They're responsible for determining if I've requested a court date, and they're going to send me to corrections and shit all over my credit if I don't pay them right away. I can't go to the local government because they don't have a record of this. There's no court number, case number associated with this at the court level. It's just the private company. Finally, on the day they were due to refer me to collections, I called in, I told them I was recording the call, and they finally said, "Oh, we've found your request for a court date now. We'll send it to you." So then I got a notice of a court date. I went into court today, made a couple arguments about the fact that they hadn't proved I was driving, they hadn't proved I was speeding. And the one I won on was a Fifth Amendment due process argument, which is going to sound crazy if you've got any passing knowledge with the law. I think that you win a speeding ticket on a due process claim. But Fifth Amendment due process argument that outsourcing the enforcement of local law to a private company who will determine if you have adequately exercised your rights is a violation of the Fifth Amendment due process that we all hold. If you've got the resources, I encourage you to fight these tickets. Most people don't, and they're just going to pay it to get it to go away. I think for justice, fight your parking.